So I was just poking around after catching the Poliwrath and decided to take a look at the tree that's just outside the cave I was in, and I found these. That's a pretty cool thing. We can actually get hold of Kurt's Pokeballs again without only having like one per game or something. That's kinda neat. I was not aware that was even a thing. So yeah, apparently there are apricorns, which is neat. Alright, so yeah, with the tree shaking that fast, you don't wanna go any further than that. So yeah, white apricorn. Apparently that's a thing too, so definitely farm the trees in this place. Hey guys, this is GamerCow, welcome back to some more Pokemon Isle of Armor DLC, playthrough stuff, exploration, all of the fun things here. So yeah, I found apricorns. I kind of just went outside the bit there, and it turns out that went exactly where I had already gone, which is what I expected. Was it that one? It's one of them, I think it was that one. And it's already gone to a bit which I saw, which yeah, I completely expected to be the case. So yeah, I just went in and hit the, shook the tree. And I got an apricorn, so I'm like, oh man, those are in the game as well now. Ah, giant ass Wailord over there. That's like the fourth or fifth one of those I've seen now, but honestly, it is still just really cool. Seeing a big old Wailord over there. So yeah, more feathers, more getting accosted by Sharpedo over here. Yeah, this guy is faster than me. I don't think that's very fair, but whatever. Maybe you can upgrade the bike or something so you end up being able to use the dash more often, even. Because, yeah, that's kind of rude. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but whatever. Especially when they spawn, like, that close. I don't know. Seems kind of out there. So, this is a bit which I haven't been to yet, by the looks of it. Another twig. It has Ditto. Okay, that's interesting, I suppose. I forget what this place was even called. There was a name for it, and I'm just like not remembering here. Anywho, it's a tree where they hoard food. What kind of food are we gonna get? Tomato berries. Okay, that's really good. So yeah, pay attention for when the tree starts shaking fast, or it can just do that. Pretty sure the tree wasn't shaking that fast there, but whatever. That's fine, I guess. We're not going to get the berries this time. The one catch in this area then, since all the trees seem to have like only one berry in them most of the time, it's going to be much more imperative to pay like full attention to and try and not overcommit. Because if you overcommit like that, you are going to lose everything. So maybe even save in front of the trees is a reasonable idea. Oh, so the only other thing I've done, I caught a Carvana that was fishing. Like I decided to fish up one of the spots there and ended up catching Carvana. So that is a Pokemon that you can get as well. Alright, Destiny Knot, that's a pretty good thing to keep track of. Again, you can buy them for 10 BP, so they're not that expensive, but it's still more than worthwhile keeping track of cool items like that. Again, I've been doing that with most everything when it comes to stuff that I find in this area. Like anything that's out of the ordinary, definitely worth keeping an eye on. Because it's the sort of thing that I can always just kind of show, oh yeah, this is something that I found. Here is a rough idea of where it was. You know. I have a lot of pictures. I didn't take it from the very beginning of the game, but I have a lot of pictures of the original items too. Basically, since when I got to the second part of the wild area and started finding stuff like Firestone and the various TMs and stuff there, I kept screenshots just in case I needed to try and describe to one of my friends where something was. A good example being the choice specs that was in Spikemouth. If you went back in after defeating Piers, that was one that, you know, it's very worth getting because you don't want to spend BP unnecessarily on that. Excuse me. Alright. So there's a big old whale over there. I kind of want to go see the big old whale. I don't know why. I just do. It's, I mean, look at the size of it. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a good one to get, especially because of the whale on the side there. Its producer is unknown. So I don't think Paragon Z is going to see that much play. Fun fact, it did see a little bit of play in 2017 because Z conversion gave it an Omni boost, same as Agent Power and the likes. You had an all stat up. So that was really cool, as well as changing your type to one of your coverage moves. Paragon Z doesn't have access to that anymore, so I don't think it's going to see that much play. Anyway, I guess we'll deal with this bozo first and then go see the big old whale. I actually haven't caught Wailord for a while, so it's funny that in this overworld sprite is actually super huge, but the sprite scaling when you actually see it in battle is so tiny. Anyway, you even see me, big guy? I don't know. Wow, that is some distance that you get an encounter from. Yeah, like, just look at the size of this in comparison. It's smaller than Corviknight. It's level 80? Whoa, okay. That's really cool. I, for some reason, didn't think they were going to go over level 60 on the wild stuff, but that's awesome. Nice. Okay. Wailord, as you know, has not really seen any play whatsoever in competitive play. It has been available since the very beginning of the generation, but it's just not very good. Never really has been, unfortunately. It's such a cool Pokemon, really, but it just doesn't ever really do anything. I'm not entirely sure what you could do with it. I think maybe like choice specs or something. Choice specs like Trick Room Team Water Spout, something like that. Might be what you could do. Red Candy, not too bad. But yeah, in the end, it just doesn't do nearly enough. I don't think. There was a shiny somewhere, right? Am I seeing things again? I might be seeing things again. I thought I saw one though. Huh. Oh well. So we've been to that one. There's a little island bit there. That's back at the beginning again. So I think I've done... Oh, tentacle. I think I've done the whole loop now. So that's kind of cool. I'm sure there's more to explore over here on the island stuff, but I think I want to go back onto the mainland here and explore the primary island here. Whoa, that didn't work. Alright, Hydro Pump doesn't connect. That's good. Yeah, so I've just got max speed, max attack for this. Wow, it has Surf as well. It's funny seeing Pokemon actually learning what used to be HM moves here. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I find it actually kind of funny that we have HMs learn now. Right, Netball seems pretty good. So yeah, predictably, quite a lot of water types going around in here. You would expect that being a big old island, especially because I've done mostly island exploration as well. You know, kind of makes sense that we would find a ton of water Pokemon. Watch out! Ultrasonic waves! Oh no! What are we gonna do? Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. There is a shiny over there. I've got to Can't really get around the Sharpedo. Sharpedo's pretty good at turning too, it seems. Huh. Not really much I can do about that. Can Sharpedo learn Baton Pass, though? That is one thing I'm sort of wondering about now. It's like, if it could get Baton Pass, then maybe it could actually use the speed boost for something good. I still don't think you would really use it in BGC, it's just too frail, but... You never know, right? Oh, I haven't checked these ones yet, huh? That's the island where I found the Fan Rotom, which I imagine is going to have a different Rotom form for different weathers. That'd be my main guess. So if I came back there tomorrow with a different weather condition set, it'll probably have, like, you know, a Frost Rotom if it's hailing or something like that. I am definitely appreciating these feathers, though. Now, I've said that a few times, but I'll keep saying it because it's important, dang it. Definitely appreciating having those around. Okay, yep. Back to the start here. Yeah, I did see the shiny there. Oh, Toxapex on the shoreline as well. Makes sense. There's Starmie too. I haven't caught one of those yet, so... It's kind of funny, because I really don't need to catch like all the stuff like this, because I can transfer a bunch of it over, but I kind of want to. This is something I did mostly when I was playing the original base game as well. Oh no, it's gonna tackle! Better watch out, Corviknight! Oh, 5 damage. I don't know how you're gonna survive that. It's not like Leftovers is gonna heal more than... Oh dear. Poor Starmie. Oh, it is faster though. Makes sense, it's 115 base speed. That's one of the reasons I think Starmie could do well in this this format. It is a little bit on the low power side, but it has 115 base speed. That's faster than most things in the format. Not Cinderace and Dragapult, but... Ooh, that's annoying. Confusion is a 1 in 3 chance to hit yourself nowadays, like Gen 7 was the bit that introduced that, but that doesn't make it any less likely for, you know, for you. Actually, I mean, obviously, literally it does, but it never feels like it, right? It always feels like you still hit yourself. But I find I have a lot better luck with Confusion nowadays than I used to. So I'm actually totally fine with the status condition now. Do I want to be afflicted with it? Obviously not. But am I always as irritated by it? Not necessarily. It's much, much rarer to hit yourself like several turns in a row now, so it's more reasonable. Organ Glow 7 colors, yep, that makes sense. Based on everything else that Starmie has done. Well, that is a Comfy over there. This is such a weird Pokemon to me, because it's not Grass type, and it really, really looks like it should be. I know Florges was also not Grass type, and it felt like it should be, but this one, for sure, is literally just a ring of flowers. Like, why is this not a Grass type? Also has a really interesting ability that gives it +3 priority on healing moves, which is quite a fun little effect to have, but I don't think it really does much. For some reason, flowers won't wither once they're attached to a Comfy. Yeah, it is just a ring that has flowers on it. Yay. I don't know. Comfy was, like, super bizarre to me in from Gen 7. That's another Buniri. There's Clefairy over here as well. No, it's Jigglypuff still. Kinda looks like Clefairy, and then it started floating towards me, and I'm like, oh, okay. So you got Rhydon. We've already had that, obviously, in the past. Don't need to worry too much about that. It's a little... You can actually go down there as well. Okay. The terrain here is way more varied than it was in the original Wild area, which is a huge plus. I mean, it's kind of what you'd expect, but it's still a huge boon for for the DLC as a whole. Okay, so what do we got? Persim and Kasib. Okay, so this one seems like a more basic tree, so probably don't need to worry too much about this one. But that's okay. Kasib berry is still interesting. It's one of the type resist berries. I always forget which one. I think Kasib is the ghost resist one. I can never quite remember. There's a lot of them that are just like weird in what they are, whether they're ghost resist or poison or, you know, all of that type of one. I can never fully remember. But that's okay. We don't need to worry too much about that. What have you got to say for yourself? The most awesome Pokemon ever! What did you find? It's a Mulga! Oh my god, Chris would be hating you right now. The most awesome Pokemon ever. Absolutely not. Emolga does have one, like, fun trait, and that is Ion Deluge. It's a priority move that makes all normal type moves for that turn electric. So it has one neat thing that it can do, and that's about it. Okay, so I imagine this is going to be a dead end, right? So is there going to be a thing here? No? Interesting, because you can't go past it on this side. So, I'd have expected a shiny though, but obviously not. Alright, what is in this cave? Courageous Cave. Any shinies along the side? Doesn't look like it. That's fine. What have we got in here? Hey, a raid den. It's Quagsire. I don't care about that. I probably should do them because Armorite ores, but I'll do that in my own time. So I got Tentacle. Is that Clobbopus? Yeah, it's Clobbopus. Okay. There is a shiny here. Ovalstone. Alright, worth keeping an eye on. Ovalstone is used to make Happiny evolve into Chansey. It evolves by friendship when you are holding that stone. Looks like there's an alternate way of entering this cave as well. There's Golisopod and what, Pyukumuku? There's some more ore. I'm interested in that item on the side here. Icy Rock. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to find the evolution rock. It's nice Dwebble too. So some Stardust. No way underneath here. That's fine. Wimpod, don't care about that. He's already been in the game. Golisopod's pretty interesting with, what's his face? Galalum Weezing. Little Mushroom. It's another star piece. Alright, so I've got a bunch of little directions to go here. Dreadnought is cool. Again, all of these Pokemon we've seen before, but it's nice to see them in a different environment. So there's another... Oh! Lots and lots of shinies in here. Not everything's going to be a winner, of course, but that's fine. There's still just a lot to collect. That's not a Pyukumuku, that's a Pinchurchin. Does that thing have a different color shell? Wait a minute. Is that just me, or does that have a different... I clearly don't remember Choosel enough. I don't catch it anyway, but it looked as if it had a different color shell to me. Wouldn't be the first time that they've had, like, regional, if you will, differences. I say regional. We're still technically in the Galar region, but it wouldn't be the first time that they've had differences like that. I clearly just do not remember this Pokemon enough. Nah, it's probably the same, but whatever. I can take a look. Suppose I've got this, yeah, okay, so there's a different Isle of Armor dex compared to the regular, that is fine. Yeah, Choosel, where are you? Because I'm kind of curious now. No, it is the same. It just looked different for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, so there's Pinchurchin here too. Pinchurchin's not very good. It does have Electric Surge, but that's just not good enough. Alright, so we get ourselves Fletchling over here. I caught Fletchinder, but not Fletchling, so... Must catch Fletchling too! That is the rule. It's not really, but it's the rule I'm setting anyway. I mean, that's what you do with a new area. You catch all the things. At least that's what you should do. And yeah, I can breed some of these, but why would I do that if I can just catch the Pokemon and make it a lot easier? I'm going to be breeding some of this later on anyway, so... Look, these cards are actually warnings! Mercilessly pet. Yeah, I mean, Robins are pretty territorial, so that makes sense. Alright, some more Clobopus there. They will chase you, I think. So, yep, there's the Heat Rock. Another Twig. I think I have enough of those now that I could actually... Ooh. It's, Sandygast. I'm not really the biggest fan of this Pokemon, and I don't think it's gonna make waves, in this gen. But it's kinda neat, I guess. It shares the same typing as Golurk, Ghost and Ground, but it has an ability that, if I remember rightly, it like raises its defense if you get hit with a water move or something. I think was the thing, it's like water compaction or something. Grudges of the dead that possessed a mound of sand and become a Pokemon. Yeah, this Pokemon is super weird. Also has inspired an item in the TCG called the Cursed Shovel. That's going to be coming out at some point. This water is purple. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, Fletchinder over there. That's Tentacruel. There's a couple of raids to look at. Let's see if there's anything different in these. Gyarados, as always. That's Remoraid. Nothing different there. It's fine. So if there's Gyarados there, I wonder if Milotic could spawn in that spot. If the weather is like fog or something. There's the Emolga. Okay, this thing's only going to be level 40, so I guess I could just go in with one of these mons. Let's go with Cinderace? Sure, why not? Let's go in with Cinderace. Yeah, because if it's only level 40, putting in this guy means that the trainer Pokemon here are also going to be close to 40-ish. Which is fine. I think it being a 3-star raid, it's only going to have one set of shields anyway. Although, look at what they've brought. Wishy-Washy, Magikarp, and Hawlucha. Literally, like, the 3 worst Pokemon that could get brought to an electric fight. This is ridiculous. Why would you do this? If this thing's got Discharge, this is going to be a really, really annoying fight. Anyway, Cinderace should be able to do some good work. I really like this Pokemon. I know some people don't because it's too humanoid, etc. But I don't know, I just think it looks cool. I didn't like Raboot, but I do really like Scorbunny. And I just, like, this just fits. It just works as a design to me. Only 2 shields as well. Yeah, this fight shouldn't be too difficult. Light Screen is fine. We got Thunder Punch. Good job it's not resistant, not got Motor Drive, right? So this is worrying me when it comes to the raid battle stuff here. Yep, there's Max Lightning. Get right, Magikarp. It has Focus Sash, but still, get right, Magikarp. Yeah, I was just really hoping that they'd have some at least different Pokemon, if not outright better, for the DLC area. But I guess that's too much to ask, huh? Alright, cool. Not too bad. Listen, this thing probably won't see play because, although I don't know, I don't think it's got Fake Out. So that is likely something which will not work in its favor. like Togedemaru at least has that. There aren't too many normal type moves that get used. This might actually be something with Toxtricity though. Because I'm thinking of Toxtricity going with, you know, you'd have like Ion Deluge and Scarf Boom Burst. Because Ion Deluge would turn Boom Burst into an electric attack, which Motor Drive on Emolga makes you immune to it. And Boom Burst would then be like a 140 base power spread move, so 75% of that to both opponents, but it'd effectively be like a 140 base power spread move that also gets buffed by Stab and Punk Rock. That sounds like a meme in the making, and I might have to try that. I don't think... I'm not the sort of person who is good enough at the game to really make that work, I don't think. This Pokemon is cute, but it causes a lot of trouble. Chris will attest to that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be, like, the right person to do that. But hey, if there's anyone listening who's actually good at this game, then go ahead and, you know, try that, because that sounds like a lot of fun. So, Tillery... Tillery is not a new Pokemon, so we're not too fussed about that. Doesn't look like there are any other things up here. That's fine. I was looking for shiny items, basically. Is there anything else that I have not seen at this bit? Because this is a different part, right? Yeah, there's a TR here for Psyshock. Seems pretty good. And I think there's a shiny... Yeah, there's a couple of shinies around. Dive, dive, dive! Dive Ball is always good. Candy, nice to see those as your shiny in shinies. You might be able to get lots of those per day. This is going to take quite a while to explore around if you're going to try and do this as a daily task, though. But I think that's a good thing in the end. There's just a lot to do, and that's... Honestly, that's what you want out of the DLC, right? Ooh, there's Talonflame over there. Gotta grab one of those. So, Soft Sand, more of Grapploct, right? Is the thing for that? Yeah, so we'll get Talonflame in a sec. There was an item over here. See and Sense. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm not... Actually, no, See and Sense is one that needs to get looked at. Because I think the See and Sense is the one that lets you... Ooh, the See and Sense is the one that lets... Oh, nice, Tart Apple too. It lets you get Azurol, right? I can't remember if it's the See or the Wave Incense that lets you do that. The other one lets you get Mantike. I just don't remember which one it is. So, welcome back, my Atlas Firebug. I was never the greatest at using this thing, but yeah, this Pokemon is really interesting to have back. It is quad weak to Rock, which is annoying because Rock Slide, but I feel like you can get around that. And yeah, Volcarona is a terrifying behemoth. Also has access to Quiver Dance, so you know. Yeah, this Pokemon is really, really strong. Base 100 speed is very good for this format as well. I think this is going to see play. It may not be the strongest Pokemon out there, but I think it's definitely gonna make its impact. The only catch to me is that it's weak to Airstream. Which means a lot of teams that are buffing their speed are going to be able to deal with this. And that's a concern. But I think it's something that a good player will be able to manage. So I don't think it's going to affect this thing too negatively. Alright, let's go Netball. And yeah, it's one of the Pokemon that was revealed to be coming back. One of the more exciting ones for sure. So I don't know, it's cool. And it might be something that I look at using fairly soon. La Vesta fell from the sun. You know what? I don't blame them. I would honestly kind of think that as well. Oh. Hello. Aren't you adorable? I was gonna say aren't you adorable, and then you were about to rhyme into me, so I don't know about that, but... Alright, let's get whatever the berries and stuff are here, catch the Talonflame, and that will be that for now. Koala berries, okay. Seems okay? Still seems okay? Okay, now we need to stop. Yeah, being able to get more of these berries is really good though. I can't stress that enough, just how beneficial it is to have access to them. Hello! It might not be Staraptor, but Talonflame is really cool. I do like this Pokemon quite a lot. And this is another one, oh, excuse me for knocking the mic. This is another one that is definitely on my to-use list. Pretty quickly in. Like, early in, I should say, into the stuff here. We are gonna have to wait until next month before this stuff is usable. But I'm wholly convinced this Pokemon is gonna be good. It's also probably gonna melt me here with Flare Blitz. Right? If it actually uses it. Pretty sure it should have Flare Blitz at this level. One thing that is going to be interesting is seeing what all of these Pokemon can learn now. That is definitely going to be one for the Cerebi lookup. Because if they can learn like new tricks that will help them out, then that is something which I need to know. But yeah, Talonflame. Definitely a very cool bird over here. Mainly preys on other bird Pokemon, oh dang. Welp. It's a bird that eats birds. How about that? Alright, well, that is quite a bit of exploration done over here. It's a fun little area. So I think next time I'm going to go back into the cave and look at some other bits here, because this looks fairly self-contained. Maybe look around the back there as well and see. But anyway, this has been GamerCow playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Don't forget the shield part, the Isle of Armor expansion. And until next time, take care everyone.